You know one thing about picking coffee? You only pick the red berries. Those are the only ready coffee that comes from. These are the ready berries. You know, the coffee that you enjoy a lot of times, maybe in Kenya or somewhere else in the world, probably it comes from a farm. So come with me, let's go see where your favorite comes from. Hi, beautiful and amazing people. Welcome back to my channel. In my previous video, I promised that I'll be showing you a seasonal and very unique routine here in my village, which is coffee harvesting. And you know what? In this video, I am going to do that. So stick around and let's see how it's done. And if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to join my family and to catch more fun and amazing and educative videos from my channel. So hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and let's get to it. It's morning, so we are going right into the coffee farm and start harvesting, or say coffee picking. So why don't you come with me and let's do this? Yeah, let's do this. Oof, the goats. Yes, we are going to the coffee farm. To the coffee farm. Yes. Ooh, this one looks so ripe. Here we are. So here we are with my dad already in the coffee farm, and we are about to start harvesting as we wait for everybody else to arrive and help with picking this coffee. See how it's done. Oh my god, he's fast at how he's picking. Yeah, wait and see how my speed will be like. He got quite a skill of picking the coffee, and let's say he's got quite the experience, so he's good at this, unlike your girl here who will be struggling a little bit with it. There are different coffee types that you'll find in different farms around here in my village, and as for our farm we have a type called Roiro 11, and yeah. Coffee is an export crop here in Kenya, and so most of the coffee that we harvest here, including here in my farm, is for export purposes. Actually, my dad was telling me like it's almost all the coffee and only just a little that's left behind. As you can see, the coffee is quite ripe today, which means that it's going to take quite some time to harvest all of it, and it has to be complete before the day ends. So it's going to take, let's say, 6 to 7 hours today for the harvesting process to take place, because you've seen that it's done by hand picking, like picking a berry after the other, or if you can pick more than one, good for you. So it's quite a process and requires quite the manpower to do it. So right now is early in the morning, and yeah, 6 hours later we can come and see how this place will be looking like. Okay, yeah, it's quite ripe, but not all trees have ripe berries because, as I said, it's seasonal, so it happens at its own time. So let's wait and see how the outcome will be like. And so most of the coffee they harvest now is really for export purposes.
The most kahawa yote in Kenya
Is for export. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn a few things from my dad because as a teacher and a farmer, he knows quite a lot about coffee. After harvesting coffee today, we are going to give it a few days for it to get ripe again and then harvest, let's say, in 3 to 7 days. So maybe we might be here in 7 days time or 3 days, but depends on how well the coffee will be ripe and if we are going to manage to finish harvesting today, because it's quite ripe and we don't know how long it will take, but we are hopeful that today we can finish harvesting all the red berries.
most of it
Is an export crop.
exported.
One of the major exports. Before tea overtook. Okay. As you have seen, that's how we harvest coffee here in my home, here in my village, which is quite a seasonal crop. Like it's not usually harvested all year round, but only during the rainy seasons. And I've learned something myself that before tea became the major Kenya's export, coffee was the number one. But now it was overtaken. But maybe someday it's going to get to its position, and most of the coffee that is harvested in Kenya is usually for export purposes and only little, just a little that's left here in the country for local consumption, but the rest just exports. After realizing that the coffee was too much and it needed a little bit more manpower to finish before the day ends, I decided to join in and help with my very slow skills. You can see how slow I am compared to how my dad was picking the coffee. Anyways, despite my slowness, at least I'm helping. Ain't I? Yeah, I know I'm helping. Don't you think I'm helping? Maybe after the harvesting of the coffee is complete, I am going to show you the steps that follow, maybe the selection, taking it to the factory until the coffee is out of our hands. So stick around and let's see the processes that we have to do until the coffee is no longer in our hands, like we have sold it. finished harvesting the coffee way later in the evening, and after which we had to select, like before taking it to the factory, selecting the unripe berries and maybe let's say leaves in the coffee, then after which taking it to the factory. But then at this time it was quite late by the time we were finishing with all this, and I couldn't accompany the people going to the factory because there was definitely other things to do in the evening. But maybe someday I'll accompany them to the factory and hopefully I can show you. But this is it, how the whole process went, and it was quite a long day and a tiresome day. Don't be fooled by this last video.